Oh, hey, what's up? I got a door. I have a few more minor things to finish up. I gotta seal up the bottom really quick, but yeah. Basically what I need to do next is focus on this mechanical room area. I'm going to be building a floor across this. If you didn't know already, the back plane is what this is right here. The floor is going to butt up against there, and then I have another 2x12 that I'm going to put against that, which all that lumber is over there, and build it up. Basically what I'm doing is I'm doing kind of subfloor situation here with this board. It's all going to be treated, and then on top of that I'm going to just do untreated 2x4 or 2x6 construction, which I'm going to insulate on top of that. And after I do the treated lumber for that first layer closer to the bottom, the 24 on 6 2x6 construction, this is going to go on top of that, and then I'm going to go untreated 2x6 with OSB, and then between the untreated is where I'm going to put my insulation. So yeah, that's going to happen, and it's kind of what I'm working on next. I got a few more measurements I kind of got to figure out. So yeah, all of this is pretty close to level. This guy and this guy need to be dropped down a little bit, or I need to raise up these 6. So I think what I'm going to do is just take a little off the top of these 2 right here and call that good. Ideally, since I have all of those piers pretty much level, all I will need is a 2x6 and then a sheet of that, what is it, 3/4 ply, and I should be ready to frame. And I'm pretty sure that I measured each pier out, so every other stud would be able to land on a pier. So if they're 16 on center or whatever that is, I don't know math. And I could barely read a tape measure, but I'm pretty sure that's how I did it. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's my next step. I got to cut out some boards so I could start leveling everything. Yeah. I'm having major issues trying to figure this out, the math and all the calculation. First of all, this ledger needs to come up about 1.5 inches, so that's no big deal. I got to unbolt and put that back in, but I also got to figure out the spacing that needs to go onto these blocks in order to run my floor. I'm having serious issues. Yeah, I got a lot of figuring I got to do. So yeah, I'll call it right there, and then we'll be back here next week, I guess. Okay, first order of business is this 2 by 12. Needs to be moved over 6 inches, 3 inches, 3 to 6 inches. It needs to come up about 2 inches or so. I believe I think that's the mark, or that's the mark. I'm not sure. I gotta figure that out. So I gotta figure out how high it needs to go, but yeah, that's the order of business that we gotta get started on today. See that? That's where I gotta drill that hole out. I'm super smart. I got this guy up and he's pretty level. The next step is going to be making this floor. So I'm having issues. Basically the little shim. Yeah, I need that to be high enough so it will raise the top of here to match. It'll raise the floor to the top of this 2 by 12 to match the depth of that. But the problem is that is 11.5 inches. So my solution was to measure how much all of that is, and I also have a half-inch sheet of treated plywood, and I measured the distance between here, and in addition to having the 1/4-inch sheet on top, and it was 3/4 shy of being flush with the top of there. So my solution to that was to measure at the base, from the base of this block to the top of here, add 3/4 of an inch up, and then measure that, and that was 4 inches and 4 9/16, which I cut out right there, and I'm just going to cut that. And since all of these blocks are level, I should just need 4 of these 4 9/16 blocks to raise this all up, and then I should be good to go. It really sucks that I could barely read a tape measure, because if my measurements are correct, I should just be able to chop all those up, put them underneath all the blocks, and then start laying everything, and it should be as easy as that. But I am super nervous because I have made mistakes on when it comes to like reading a tape measure and stuff, you know. So yeah, I think I should just trust myself. Should I just trust myself? I think I should just trust myself. All right, it's getting hot. Good thing I only cut one, because you know, that didn't work. All right, take 2. The new measurement is 4 7/8. It's an 1/8 off. This here should solve all my problems. Take 3. This is 5 3/8. That ain't right. What the heck, dude? Oh my Jesus, holy fuck. Okay, so I finally got it. The depth, or the height on these blocks here and here need to be 5 1/4. My issue is that since this isn't fully balanced here, what I was doing is I was just raising this one, and then that would throw off my measurement on over there. Yeah, I'm a freaking genius. I obviously don't know science. I got all these guys done, and she's level. So the next thing I got to do is get a backboard for these guys here, which I have another 2x12 that I'm going to do. I have to pilot out some holes so for these bolts, this guy here and that guy there, so the 2x12s will butt up against each other nice and flush, and then after that I could start framing. All right, so this is what I've gotten so far. I got about almost half of this floor framed out. I have to take a couple of screws out and lift that front beam up a little bit, but yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. It's getting really close to that time, and I'll pick this up tomorrow. Good morning. It is the next day, and it was snowing this morning. It's all melted now, but yeah, anyway, so I got this fixed. I just took this jack, unscrewed these screws here, and then bumped that first board up till it's level with the back, and yeah, let's get to framing. We got flurries. I got her all done. This right here is super lame because yeah, I'm an idiot, but basically I have to take 1.5 inches off of each stud, so that butting 2x6 will fit underneath the sheets. It's not really that big of a deal, but yeah, it's basically, I'm basically finished. Now the next step is to come here again with some regular untreated 2x6s, frame that out. That's gonna go super quick. insulate that and throw OSB over top of it, build some walls, wrap it, and then cut out a door, which is going right over here by that window. But yeah, that's the next step. What's going on? I just got off of work and I'm gonna try and work out here for a few hours. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is try to get these. I'm gonna take these boards up, lean them up against there, cut off like 1.5 inches. Oh geez, off of these guys. Mark all these, cut 1.5 inches off, and then re-stud this guy, and then I'll probably end up nailing these boards down. But yeah, I'm all amped up because I got an inner drink. Smack that bitch straight to the dome. So yeah, let's get to it. New plan. I'm gonna take these two here. I'm gonna throw them across, probably across the bracings, all the bracings, all the way down, and then the other one all the way down, and then knock this board off, take off 1.5 inches off the front end of these boards, nail this guy back in, and then rip these two 2x4s up. Alrighty, that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta frame out another layer of untreated 2x6s, insulate that, throw OSB on top, and then start framing out the walls for this bad boy. So we'll see you then.